I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight... Grant Hill and Tim Legler, and down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Here we go. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Pass to Jokic. New York working the ball around now. And it's Highsmith missing. And so Conley will bring it up for the Thunder. Here's Washington. Puts one up from 19. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Yeah, Paul George is just a great mid-range jump shooter.
Right wing. High arcing shot. Jokic, good.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one-of-a-kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
And for someone listed at 6'4", DeJounte Murray is an excellent rebounder, Tim.
Well, he sure is. He's got long arms and he's very athletic. His work on the glass, one of the many ways that he can impact winning, and he's always a threat to take it end to end.
Here's Highsmith. Pass to Jokic. And here's Caruso outside. They get it back. Here's Highsmith. And here's Jokic. 5 to shoot. To the right side. Shoots over Lopez. Rejected by Lopez.
Just an effective shot blocker. Lopez using all of that 7 feet, and he does a great job of picking his spots.
Puts it up. George's shot is off.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Jokic with it. Guarded now by George. And the basket by Hield.
And I like whenever Hield attacks inside like this, exploiting the defense when they give him these chances.
Outside Conley. Murray scanning the floor. Over Hield. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
That is right within Murray's wheelhouse. He looks for any opportunity to get a mid-range jumper.
Pass to Jokic. Shoots over George. And he drains the turnaround J. Jokic has gotten his second bucket.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Washington's shot is good. Here's Caruso. Pass to Jokic. Takes a 3. The putback. Paul George pulls it in. Thunder with a lead. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about Nikola Jokic and what makes him such a difficult matchup for defenses, and he said his versatility. He's a capable scorer and a fantastic passer. We have to be wary of his scoring and distribution with him, and that's not easy. Let's see how things unfold in this one. Back to you, B.A.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And the Thunder in possession here. Here's George. Hits the front of the rim and out. And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for New York. Hield for three. On target from range.
3 points.
Hield's got 5.
Long-range shots like that, almost effortless for Hield. Every chance he gets, he'll take that shot.
It's George on the drive. In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Greg.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
And at his peak, Paul George averaged 7 free throw attempts per game. Tim, that number's seen a precipitous decline.
Well, in particular, the last few seasons, and I think with his injury concerns, BA, you understand him being less inclined to hunt contact.
Hardaway, no good.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Pass to George. Now here's Lopez. He buries it from 3.
We've all talked about how Lopez used to turn down the three-point shot. Now you expect him to take it and make it.
Here's Caruso. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, Tim, when it comes to deflections and steals, who's better than the Thunder?
The answer, nobody. They pressure the ball, they run swarms of defenders at you, and they have a way of overwhelming and exhausting their opponents.
Now here's Conley. No made baskets yet. Over Caruso. The shot by Conley. No good. Now Jokic. And he can't jam it through. And here's George. Fires from deep. Jokic grabs the board.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
Hardaway from outside. Doesn't go for him. Oklahoma City trailing. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's foul number 2 for him.
Now the question is, do you leave him in? A third foul this early could spell trouble.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Next substitution, Jones. Shed.
George with it. Pass to Murray. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Just out of control. Already 3 fouls for him. He'll likely have to take a seat.
Outside Murray. And another miss by Oklahoma City. The Knicks with the lead. Now here's Jones. Defended by Murray. Back to Hardaway. Over Washington. And the shot no good. A bit short.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
Hits the 3-pointer. Murray's got 6.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here. And the first one at the line is good. And Caruso drops them both. Now here's Murray. He's got 6. Pass to George. Here's Trent. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. To the middle. And stolen by Jones. Fast break. Here comes New York. And here's Caruso. Outside Jones. Hardaway up top. Yet to see a basket. Here's Jokic. He's guarded by Washington. Outside Murray. George outside. Over Caruso. George, good. He's got 6.
Yeah, what a beautiful shooting strip. Paul George, one of the best-looking jumpers in the league.
Pass to Shed. Jokic the screen. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Now here's Trent. This one for 3. Jokic grabs the board. Now Hardaway. Jokic in the post. Beyond the arc. Jones misses. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Inside. Here's Lopez. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
15 foul.
You know, Brook Lopez has consistently evolved as a player, adding layer after layer to his game and making himself a threat on both ends.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Teams deciding to change it up. He misses the free throw. Good on the second one. New York trailing. Out to the wing. Lopez with the steal. George outside. Tries it from the top of the key. Sinks his 3rd bucket. He's 3 for 6 now. And here's New York now. Pass to Jokic. And here's Jones. Hardaway on the wing. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Prince. George left side. Shot clock at 6. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
It's a one-on-one situation. Trent from long range. He's off on that one. Knicks trail by 3. Down low. And that's good. Furphy.
Yeah, Hardaway's such a good shooter, but he can pass it too.
Here's Oklahoma City now. Here's Murray. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Murray's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Pass to Jokic. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Over Trent. And it's New York with another.
You don't have to ask Hardaway twice. If the shot's available, he'll take it.
It's Prince on the wing. Back to Murray. Picked it! And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, guys. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball." Back over to you.
Some good perspective. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Pass to Lopez. Lopez, the screen. George. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. George has got 10 points.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Trent. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Here's Murray. And he's off from 17. Now Jokic. To the left side wing. Shoots over Lopez. Paul George. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Thunder. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. Some good action already in this one. But a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, you have to love their activity level at the defensive end, racking up those steals.
They've disrupted the offensive flow, and they are making things miserable for any ball handler.
And Tim, 1 year you shot over 50% from the field and from three-point range, not to mention over 80% from the free throw line. You think we'll ever see that again?
Well, Brian, I think the 50% from the three could be more difficult because the volume is now so high. I'm not sure they're as selective in their shot attempts, which means your percentages naturally come down a bit.
So 3 for 6 is not going to be an option for a great shooter?
Don't think so. 3 for 6 is usually the first quarter for a lot of these guys.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Here's Spencer. Knocks it down from distance. Spencer's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The steal. Fast break, New York. Goes back up. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Pass to Spencer. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Outside Murray. Jacks up a 3. They get it again. Tries again. The shot off that time.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Jones sets a screen. Pass to Murray Boyles. Off target with the 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Prince. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Murray Boyles. And here's Hardaway. There's a screen. Pass to Murray Boyles. Now here's Hardaway. Clock at 6. Over George. To the left wing. Here's Spencer. New York again, can't hit.
Let's be honest. That's not a shot he should be taking.
I totally agree. That is not what they were looking for offensively.
Now here's George. He's got 12. They get the rebound. Cornette. And he battles for the ball. Gets the second chance bucket. Cornette's got his first 2 points of the night. Stripped away. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Here's Murray. Trent. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. Both teams will make substitutions. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Shed. Still without a bucket. A nice shot by Murray Boyles.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Pass to Prince. Here's Conley. Puts up a three. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2. Now Hardaway. From the arc. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And with Hardaway, he has no fear on the court. To him, there's no defender he can't take on. No shot he can't make.
And he nails the third. Oklahoma City trailing. Well, Legs, a solid career for Tim Hardaway Jr. as a floor-spacing wing.
Well, he's been a double-digit scorer in this league for a decade, B.A. He's been a key contributor for multiple playoff teams, and he is at peace with his game.
Now here's Jokic. Give him 8 points now. Jokic the screen. Shoots. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Jokic has got 10.
An efficient shooter like Jokic will always find points. All he needs is the ball.
The 17-footer. And he connects with a jumper.
When the defense gives you room, take it. Don't pass up the shot.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Spencer. From deep. Kept alive. Back to Jokic. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. So both teams making some changes here. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Hield. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game. But the efficiency is at an all-time high. This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Jokic in the post. Oh, he's a load inside. Jokic finishing strong.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Trent outside. Here's the three. Spencer grabs the miss. New York leading by 7. Pass to Highsmith. Jokic the screen. Here's Spencer. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Oklahoma City now. They host the Pistons after this one. That game will be the 3rd of 5 at home. Back to Conley. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. The putback. Cornette. Bearing his 2nd of 3 attempts.
Well, that's just a mistake on defense. No one got a body on him.
Outside heel. Pass to Jokic. Picked it out of midair. And here's Trent. Back to Conley. Now Washington. Conley looking for an opening. No good from outside.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Spencer, no good.
Tonight has just not been his night. It's that simple. Luckily, they have found success elsewhere.
Timeout.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Trent right side. The offensive rebound.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, in a game this close, that is a huge play.
Caruso outside. And the Knicks miss again. Thunder trail by 3. Trent outside. Pass to Washington. From down in the low post, it goes. Washington's got his second basket on the night.
Hardwood is your friend. He used it to his advantage there.
Jokic with it. Picked up by Cornet. And it's off from three-point range. A tight game here in Oklahoma City. Trent from long range. The rebound by Shed.
I mean, he's yet to make a shot this quarter. At some point, you got to look for other ways to impact the game.
When we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
And here's Conley. Still no points. Pass to Murray. Shoots over Caruso. The putback. And he parries his first look.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Highsmith. Here's Jokic from 10 feet away. Can't get it to go. He's 7 for 12.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
New York working the ball around now. And it's Hield missing. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 1. And he drains it. That basket makes him 4 for 9.
Yeah, DeJounte Murray is a different type of guard. He would much prefer taking it to the hoop rather than taking long-distance jumpers.
Now here's Caruso. Pass to Highsmith. Lets the 3 fly. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
George, good.
Really high IQ that time by Paul George, using that screen to perfection.
Now Caruso. Here's Jokic. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Washington outside. Ball stolen. Hield with the ball. Guarded now by George. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Rebounded by Hield. And here's New York now. Next up, they'll take on the Rockets at Toyota Center. That game will conclude the 3-game road trip they're currently on. And the three-pointer goes.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
For 3, George gets the 3-ball to go. George has got 17 points.
And you see Paul George right there, not backing down at all, coming right back with a 3 of his own.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. So both teams changing it up here. 1:25 left to the second period. Pass to Hardaway. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
He better be careful now. That's 2 on him, and the last thing you want to see is for him to pick up his 3rd before the half ends.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Coach Mark Dagnall talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said, we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it. And if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Guys, back to you.
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie.
And I like how they focused on getting high percentage shots, especially after the 3 balls weren't falling early on.
Pass to Martin. And here's Murray. Fires the 3. Jokic grabs the board.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Now here's Hardaway. And it's Martin with the rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
Here's Murray. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
No debate there. He got him.
And this will be his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
Taking 2 shots.
And Murray drops them both. Here's Shed. The 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
47.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And it's Murray with the ball for OKC. Pass to George. Here's Conley. There's the steal. It's stolen by Washington. Here's George. Deflected. Out to the right wing. And here's Hield. Back to Jokic. Pass to Highsmith. Takes the 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
You know, all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
Here's Washington. So they take the lead. Washington's got 6 points.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Pass to Murray Boyles. Here's Spencer. He's guarded by Conley. And that one's good. Spencer's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Here's Murray. Another shot. Rebounded by Murray Boyles.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Now here's Conley. He's scoreless. Pass to George. Just 5 to shoot. For 3. Sinks it from distance. And the Thunder lead by 1.
It's certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Here's Highsmith. From the high post. And it's New York scoring again.
A nice start to the 3rd. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
George outside. Washington a screen. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Give him 8 points now. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Washington. Pass to Murray. Back to Washington. Shoots. Oh, the Thunder tack on 2 more.
It took a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Here's Murray Boyles. Now Jokic. Outside heel. From behind the arc. Hits the trifecta. Hield's got 11 points.
Whatever they said at halftime, it is working. They look super confident out there.
To the inside. Pass to Washington. Again, Oklahoma City.
A massive reason they're winning. This guy hasn't missed a shot, not one.
Here's Highsmith. And here's Jokic. Covered by Lopez. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. George with it. Give him 20. Pass to Lopez. Off target from outside. New York trailing. Lets it go from deep. And again, New York with the triple.
And able to regain the lead there.
Now here's Conley. No points yet. Now George. There's the 3. Jokic grabs the board. And so Jokic will bring it up for the Knicks. Pass to Murray Boyles. Outside heel. Here's Spencer. Give him 8 points now. Nice move. Back to heel. Here's Murray Boyles. From outside, off the mark.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Washington outside. The 3 is up. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Spencer. Fires the 3. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Spencer's got 11.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
George outside. Driving to the basket. And he converts the layup. George has got 22.
Well, Paul George saw an opening on his way to the rim, and he just took it.
Pass to heel. Back to Jokic. New York working the ball around now. Here's Highsmith. Oh, he got hacked on the 3-pointer, and he'll head to the line.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And they have made a commitment to crash the glass. They are getting second chance points and playing with force on the offensive end.
Both teams making substitutions here. And he hits the first of 3. And he's good on the second. And he makes all 3. Oklahoma City trailing. Now Murray. 12 points for him. No good on the triple.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Here's Shed. Pass to Highsmith. Back to Jokic. Tries from 6 feet. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Jokic has got 21.
And since the break, they've lost some of their edge defensively. Really lacking intensity.
Shoots from the line. Murray, no good.
Well, this has been far from his best game. And if they're going to come back here, he's got to find a way to get going.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Conley. Pass to Hardaway. The 3 is up. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Hardaway's got 7.
They're fortunate to be leading after shooting below 40% in the first half.
It's George on the wing. To win the run. The rebound by Shed. New York leading by 7. Now Jokic. Takes one from 10 feet. And it's New York scoring again.
Things are starting to come together for them. And the lead is starting to grow, too.
And they need to stay aggressive on defense so they can protect that lead with everything they've got.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Conley. Now here's Cornette. Back to Conley. Jones grabs the board.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Goes up from the top of the key. And the shot falls short that time.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Pass to Prince. Trent for 3. Jokic grabs the board.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
Now here's Hardaway. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
George's shot is off. Pass to Jokic. And here's Caruso. Back to Jokic. The 3. He can't hit that time.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Now Cornette. He's guarded by Caruso. And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
1:57 left in the third. Cornette sets a screen. George for 3. Drops in the 3. George has got 8 points here in the quarter.
Yeah, 3 triples already for him. That's his second of the quarter. This could be a huge night for him.
Pass to Caruso. Hardaway up top. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A leaner. And it's Cornette with a rebound.
Yeah, and he's leaning in there. He made that jumper much harder to make. He really didn't need to do that.
Trent on the wing. No points so far. Here's George. Count it, and the foul. It's on Nikola Jokic.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New York.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Another thing they've done really well in this game is their focus on the three-point shot. They're doing a great job of spreading the floor and then hitting those perimeter shots.
Back to Prince. Trent outside. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Second chance effort. Here's Cornette. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Cornette's got 8.
Well, when you grab the offensive rebound, you're already right there at the rim. It makes the putback that much easier.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. To the wing on the left. And here's Jokic. Jokic is doubled. Here's Shed. Three-pointer off the mark. 3/4 of play and a close one here. It's the Knicks up 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. New York leading by 3. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Three-pointer. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Pass to Trent. Murray from outside. Hardaway grabs the board.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Lays it up and banks it in.
He is coming alive here in the second half. That's a nice shot there, and now he is rolling.
Pass to Martin. Trent from long range. Pure from three-point range.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Here's Carlson. Here's Shed. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Oklahoma City trailing. Pass to Murray. To tie it up. And it's good on the lay-in.
And Murray is a taller guard, meaning he's capable of doing some damage on the inside.
Now Hardaway. It's stolen by Trent. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Now Martin. 6 on the shot clock. Murray for 3. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. A long-limbed 6'5" guard, Grant. Talk about what DeJounte Murray brings to the table.
Oh, man. Defense, defense, defense. I mean, he's led the league in steals, B.A., and Murray is really good at disrupting the point of attack, making things hard on the opposing ball handler. And really strong at the line since the break.
Here's Shed. Caruso outside. And the Knicks miss again. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Outside Murray. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. To stop the run, Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Outside Murray. Pass to Prince. Now here's Trent. There's the triple. Unable to get that one. Hardaway from outside. His shot won't fall. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Here's Prince. Trent on the wing. Fires for 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Jokic who brings up the ball for New York. Outside Hardaway. Back to Jokic. New York working the ball around now. And the shot goes down. Hardaway's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, mixing it up inside. And I like when Hardaway Jr. tries his luck close to the rim.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Pass to Hield. Back to Jokic. Jones feels it out. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Well, a careless foul. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws. Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. New York making a switch here. And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. And he nails the third. Conley with the ball. Pass to Washington. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Jokic the screen. Hield for 3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Thunder trail by 5. Pass to Murray. Up top, Lopez. The Thunder with another miss.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, that's just a wasted opportunity.
Here's Jokic. And it's New York scoring again.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Pass to Conley. George draws the double. Outside Murray. Shot to stop the run. Rebounded by Murray Boyles. New York leading by 7. Here's Spencer. Here's Murray Boyles. He's guarded by Washington. Out left to the wing. Here's Murray Boyles. 2 on the clock. Here's Spencer. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pass to George. To the paint. Here's Washington. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Here's Spencer. Here's Jokic. It's good. Jokic has got 27 points.
And this is what makes Jokic an MVP caliber talent. His ability to dominate the defense. As bad as he was in the first half, that's how good he's been since.
Here's Spencer. Launches it. The 3-ball is good from Jokic.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Pass to Lopez. And here's George. Crafty move. Oh, a special move before that shot. George has got 13 in the second half.
He's done everything he can to give them a lift tonight, but it hasn't been enough.
Now here's Jokic, covered by Lopez. Here's Highsmith. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. And the Knicks lead by 8.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to George. Here's Washington. Back to George. Here's Murray Boyles. Washington grabs the miss. Outside Conley. Now Washington. George outside. And he drives in. Good work there as it goes. George has got 4 points this quarter.
Perfect start for Paul George. Just absolutely filling up the stat sheet and carrying the load offensively.
Here's Jokic. Yep, that one's good. Jokic has got 32 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Lopez. Outside Conley. Just 5 on the clock. It's money from deep.
Oh, it helps to have Conley on the floor during these moments. He's outstanding at coming through on those big possessions.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Knicks leading by 5. Outside Jokic. And stolen by Murray. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Lays it in easily.
That is a huge shot by Murray when his team needed it most. He just loves these moments.
Dropping foul called on.
First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both shots. It's a 5-point game. Now here's Conley. Here's George. Picked his pocket. Now Jokic.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:56 left to play in the fourth quarter. The 3 is off. And here's Lopez. Here's George. Jacks up a three. Oh, it doesn't go.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Jokic outside. .121 left in the fourth. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Murray. Now Conley. George with it. He lets it go. Jokic with a rebound. And New York has possession. Jokic the screen. Now Caruso. And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 14 foul.
Here's Jokic. Clock at 6. Puts up the tray. Washington with a rebound.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
And just so hard to stop without fouling. I mean, George can beat you with length, with skill, and with intelligence.
He drops the first one. And that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so he hits both.
Hey, a steady hand at the line in a tough situation. He narrows it to a one-possession game.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Jokic! It falls!
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
14 foul.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6.
2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. And so it's New York winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment, but they stood tall and got the win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll